Hi, myself Praveen. Today I am going to explain about DHCP. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. DHCP provides TCP/IP protocol configuration information to the client computer upon client request. Normally, we can assign the IP in two ways. One is static IP and one is dynamic IP. Static in the sense we are assigning, the administrator will assign manually to a particular PC or a host. DHCP in the sense it will be assigned by the particular service, that is we can call as DHCP service. So it has its own port number. So in olden days it is called as bootstrap protocol. Next they named as DHCP. So DHCP IPv4 port number, server side it is 67, in client side it is 68. For IPv6 DHCP 547, IPv6 DHCP client 546. Next we are going to discuss about DHCP protocols. So DHCP uses UDP protocol and layer 2 information for request as well as for assign the address. It will use UDP protocol. Here we are going to discuss about DORA process. DORA in the sense discover, offer, request and acknowledgement. The communication happens between server and the client. So first client will discover the DHCP server by using broadcast address. DHCP will receive the broadcast address. It will offer a scope of IP address, in the sense a pool of IP address to the client. Client will send a request for a server and server will acknowledgement the particular IP and it will provide to the client. So this is we can call as DORA process. Discover, offer, request and acknowledgement, DORA. Here we are going to discuss about DHCP implementation. Here it is most important because there are a lot of video already. Most of the people completed about DHCP configuration, how to configure DHCP, how to create a scope, what in by MAC filtering, what in by MAC reservation. Before going to that, you people should have a idea based on the environment what kind of implementation I should do. I have around 50 PCs, 60 PCs. Here I cannot prefer to buy server 2012 operating system to provide a dynamic IP for only for 20 to 30 PCs. Here I should see DHCP services can be provided by via modem. Even modem will provide DHCP services, wireless router, firewall. Even you can use servers, Windows servers, even you can use Linux servers. Based on the need you can implement. For example, you can see this implementation. It's a small, medium, mid-level company. Here we are not going to use any kind of servers. There is internet connection which comes from WAN to modem. In modem we are going to connect to switch. In modem itself, here itself we are going to configure DHCP in the default scope about 192.168.0.1 range. So here it will be, scope will be created, the client will be getting the IP from the modem. This is about your LAN network. Once it get into WAN, once again the wireless router will provide DHCP services. It will provide dynamic IP in the range of 20, like 20.0.1, 255.0.0, like this. Normally each and every almost devices has capable of providing up to 1024 IP address default. If you want more, you can update the firmware. It may be a wireless router or it may be a firewall. So in this kind of companies we cannot prefer that they should purchase a server, they should install the Microsoft Windows 2012 and configure DHCP. It will be little bit difficult. It depends upon the need. If they want more IP, as well as they need a multiple scope, that means in my company I have 4 to 5 branch, or sorry, 4 to 5 teams, the networks, different network, I want different IP ranges. One network should get the IP in 10 range, one more network should have 20 and 30. In this case, like modem or wireless router, it won't support. In that particular time, I can get into Cisco router, or I can get into Linux server, or I can get into Windows server also, for preferring to create multiple scope. So here you can see the multiple scope scenario. I am going to show even how to, in wireless router, how the DHCP option will be there. In server installation of DHCP, how to assign, as well as I will show about multiple network, how to provide the different range DHCP IP address for the each and every network. We are going to see this is the scenario of DHCP multiple scope. This is your Catholic switch, L33750 metro switch. Here I configured 3 VLAN, VLAN 2, VLAN 3, as well as VLAN 4, and this will be in the VLAN 5. So this is in 10 network, this 20 scope, 30 scope, as well as 40 scope, that in the sense 40 network. So by using this network, by using some basic commands, I am going to show that commands, we are going to assign each and every network with different IP. Even we have only one DHCP server, we are not going to use multiple DHCP server. Now first we will start with about basic wireless router options. In wireless router, how we are going to get the DHCP scope. Here I am going to give a default address of wireless router. Sorry, one second. So this is your default IP address. This is your primary DNS, and this is your secondary DNS. Go for LAN setup. Here you can see the router IP range is 192.168.0.1. Here you can see the DHCP server settings. You can assign the range from 100 to 199 address. So in this range between 100 to 199, it will start off assigning the IP address. You can see already you have the clients like KLT, Virtual Cloud Tech, Admin PC. So like this kind of examples, you can see already it is assigned. You can see the list here only. This is the option in your wireless router. Even in modem also you have in this way only about DHCP option. So in this, like this, you can configure of DHCP in wireless router and modem also. Next we are going to see in Windows. So first basic criteria, assign a static IP address. So already I have an IP in the range of 90, so 90.00.100. Go for server manager. Select add roles and features. Next. You can see here DHCP server. Just select here, add a feature, give next, next, just install. Okay, you can see here installation completed. Just give close. Now go for tools, DHCP. Here you can see here, expand. So here you will get 3 colors. Red indicates it is not yet configured, blue indicates the scope is completed, and green indicates it is activated. So first I am going to configure a new scope. Here I am going to give a name called about DHCP only. The first scope should be in same range, the same static range. Don't try to give some other range. 1.1 90.0.0.201. The length is 8 about your subnet mask. If you want, you can exclude the range, because if for example in this 100 IP 10 IP should be excluded for personal use, or it may be for reservation, you can exclude the range. I am going to exclude 192.168. Sorry, we use 90, right? 90.0.0.1.22 90.0.0.120. Within this range 2 to 120, it's not going to assign for the clients. We are going to utilize manually, but you can reserve this IP. So default lease period starts from 8 days. After 8 days the IP will be expired. You should renew. It can extend up to 999 days. If you want, you can configure your DNS address, gateway address, everything. If not, you can configure later also, not a issue. I am going to configure later. Finish. So still it is red. Reason, when you are in the Active Directory domain, it should be authorized. Then only it will start off working. You can see here. So after then also you are getting red. That indicates you should activate the scope. Until unless you activate the scope, it's not going to work. Right click, activate. Can you see now red green mark? Now here you have scope option, 90 range DHCP. Under that you have address pool. It will list to whom and all it is assigned. Normally 90.0.0.1.12.201 address range for distribution purpose, and 90.0.0.1.2 to 120 it is excluded for reservation purpose. We are going to use address leases in the sense, if any client got the IP address, it will show a list. I think already you saw in wireless router the DHCP clients list, like that it will show here itself. This is the option for reservation based on MAC address. In scope option, you can add a DNS address. For example, configure scope. I am going to add a DNS server address, like example 8.8.8.8. Right. So this will be assigned for the client as a DNS. Like this, you can add router address. You can add a time server address. More options you have. So you can see in scope option also you have same thing. In server option also you will have same thing only. In this case, what is the difference between scope option and server option? Scope option is applicable only the DNS address or any kind of configuration is only applicable for this particular scope. It's now, if I am going to create one more scope in the range of 100, this DNS address is not applicable for 100 when I configure for scope option. But if I am going to configure the DNS address for server option like 8.8.8 here, then this will be applicable for which and all scopes are available in DHCP server. All the scopes will have that DNS address only. Fine. So in filter you have two options, one is allow and one is deny. Based on MAC address, which and all PCs can have, we have MAC address IP, or which and all PCs I want to deny based on a MAC address, I can deny the IP. That's about your filtering concept more. So here I configured, I'm going to go for a client in Windows 7. Here I can check the result. Normally we can check because already DHCP service is running in wireless router. In a single network only one DHCP should run. If you have multiple DHCP services, any one from one side only you will get the IP. Either you may get from wireless router or you may get from server. So particular network, each and every network should have only one DHCP server. So just we can try once again. Of providing obtain IP. You can see here you got the IP address 90.0.0.101 and 90.0.0.100 is a DHCP server, 8.8.8 is an DNS address. So this is about your server and client. Sometimes in your client, if you are not getting proper DHCP IP, you can use a command called IP config / release and renew command. Fine. So this is about your server DHCP. Via server you can create a scope and you can have a client like this. So next level, how you can do with multiple scope, because entire network cannot have a single IP range, because when a huge network are under single IP range, it will be affected by the broadcast messages. The network traffic will be high and the network performance will become very slow. Because of that reason only we will divide the networks and we will manage. So after dividing the networks, for each and every network we cannot implement a separate DHCP. So today we are going to check about single DHCP server with a switch, manageable L3 switch, how we are going to provide the IP address for each and every network. If you have a basic CCNA knowledge, it will be useful for you people. So this is the scenario. Already I configured. Once again I am going to configure, not an issue, but just I am going to show the output. So this is your L3 switch, Catholic switch. This is your server, DHCP server. This is your 20 range VLAN 1 network, sorry, VLAN 2, VLAN 3 and VLAN 4, 20, 30 and 40. You can see here 20.0.2 IP, 20.0.3 IP. Here you can see 30.0.1 IP in a second network. In third network you are in 40.0.1. So here just I am going to remove this switch. The configuration will go in switch and I am going to add the L3 switch and I am going to reconfigure. F0/0 will be connected to first PC, F0/2 second PC, F0/3 third, F0/4 fourth PC, 5 and 6. So last 24th port I am going to connect for server. So first I am going to open a switch. Go for configuration mode. Just I am going to show VLAN. You can see here default you have VLAN 1, it has around 24 port, everything under VLAN 1 only. So only we are going to divide it into 3 VLANs. According to me, 4 VLANs I am going to do. So VLAN space 2 name admin, VLAN 3 name HR, VLAN 4 name IT, VLAN 5 for server. So after configuring VLAN, I am going to allot the port. Just I given the name. Now I want to allot the ports. So init space F0 interface space F0/1 switch port access VLAN 2. Even for second interface also it belongs to VLAN 2. Third port it belongs to VLAN 3. Even fourth port it belongs to VLAN 3. Fifth port belongs to VLAN 4. Sixth port belongs to VLAN 4. Last port belongs to VLAN 5. We allotted. How we can check? Do show VLAN. Can you see here? For admin 1 and 2, for HR 3 and 4, for IT 5 and 6, for a server last 24th port what we configured. Now for each and every VLAN we should assign the IP. So here we have some nodes, you can see here. After completing up to here, we can start from here. Interface VLAN 2. So interface VLAN 2. First I am going to assign the IP space add space 20.0.0.101 space 255.0.0.0 IP space. This is the most important command which helps to allow a particular scope to pull the information from the DHCP server. Here we have to provide the DHCP server IP 10.0.0.100. No space shut. So once again VLAN 3 here 30, the IP address 30.0.101 will be for that particular VLAN, and your normal the IP helper IP will be your DHCP server IP, no space shut. And for VLAN 4 40, and once again it will be DHCP server sorry. So no shut, and last VLAN 5 here 10, I am going to assign 10. So similar, no space shut. Exit. Now this is the server. See here I have an option called server option, so I can configure DHCP here itself. So already I configured for pool 1 20.0.101, the gateway what we provided for the VLAN at the IP, that will be a gateway. The range from 1 and maximum up to 100, that indicates 100 IP. Pool 2, it is in 30 range. Pool 3, it is in 40 range. Once again, the VLAN ID, the VLAN IP will be a gateway. And pool 4, the VLAN IP will be 10.0.101. This is what the important thing. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You should assign the default gateway as the VLAN ID IP address. Here IP helper is a command which helps to point out the particular scope of a server. So we can check. You can see 20.0.2, gateway will be 20.0.101, the DNS address is 8.8.8. Second, 20.0.3, same, and you can see here 30.0.3, 30.0.101, .1, you got the IP here. Now if you go for fourth network, 40.0.3, and you got 40.0.1. So you can see here a server which has multiple scope, 10.0.0.0 network, 20.0.0.0 network, 30.0.0 network, 40.0.0.0 network. For this one network, as a single DHCP server is providing for different network. So this is about your DHCP. Thank you. Have a nice